back to Persona. I've done a bit off stream. A lot of grinding out in Mementos and stuff. I went ahead and collected the rest of the stamps in the areas, except for the new one. I did get a few more stamps there, but I did a lot of fusing of Personas, so I'm pretty well set now. Some of these dudes are pretty huge. I'm a little weak on the Psy and Fire thing, but I think this is a pretty good lineup. And all of my guys, I level 99. Although, I did have a Mementos request that I fulfilled offline, and I had to attempt it 3 times before I beat it. Yoshitsune sucks. I hate fighting that thing. Just by a smidge, huh? Well, I can smidge that down a little bit. Uno momento, por favor. There you go. That should be better. Alright. So I did not go all the way down in this last wing of Mementos because I know that Maruki's quest line ends there. I stopped when I got to the second rest area. So we've got a little bit more to go through, but it should be pretty fast because I'm pretty much just run everybody over. Now it sounds like it's too quiet. Smidge that up a bit. Oh, I have to come back later, huh? Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. Oh, I like these straight ones. Yeah, let me re-smidge that a little bit. Filters, turn game back on, turn this down. Alright, that should be a little bit more of a happy medium, I think. No, it needs to come down just a little bit more. 2.5 decibels. Okay, that should... Maybe that's still too loud. Minus 3 decibels. Okay, hopefully that should be better.
There's the platform.
Oh, I also got confused in here, and I forgot this particular wing of Mementos goes up, not down. So I found myself back at the Holy Grail going like, what? Yeah, it's really nice to get money around here. I finally feel like I don't have to worry about money anymore in this game. I do not care, Instagram. Go away.
I may have stopped being a doormat for adults.
Oh, I also had a lot of fun where they spawned the Reaper on me like immediately on one of these floors.
There! I see the platform! We can ascend here!
It's probably not a good idea. It's probably not a good idea.
Oh! Oh!
Alright. Ooh, free stab!
Sometimes it's impossible for me to fall asleep on days that we...
You know what? I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. I just want to see how it goes. Still expecting it's probably not going to go that great, but, you know, give it a shot. See? I mean, one of the things that throws me off is that it's not so much about what level your characters are at, it's about what stats your personas have. So even though all my characters are level 99, you might think like, yeah, I'm the ultimate badass now. Nah, you still gotta boost your personas. I just want to see how it goes. Can you even capture the Reaper? I'm curious. You probably can't. Oh, I think it matters a bit. Oh, it's not a persona. Okay. This was curious. Let's get Gilly some SP first. Yeah, so I've definitely noticed it feels a little unfair, to be completely honest.
Something's fishy.
All right, here he comes.
Let's be careful.
I feel like I'm being crippled by poor decision-making that I made at the beginning of the game, as I've inherited up these abilities through all the persona fusions and stuff. So I feel like I'm still paying for the poor decisions that I made way back when I didn't know what the crap I was doing. Now, I don't say that to say that I'm an expert in it now, but I certainly knew a heck of a lot less back then. Alright, where's he at? Hello! Oh crap, I attacked the normal one.
Doesn't have a weakness, but I think we can make it angry. That should have done it.
Persona! Take this! Surprisingly tough.
Enemy frozen. Let's shatter it in one strike.
Ravage that!
Ooh, awesome!
Huh. I thought for sure I was going to get a critical on him.
Persona! No holds barred!
If there is a way to make a stupid decision in a game, I will find it.
Well, on to the next
Good
strike.
work, everyone!
All right.
That was so easy, I'm yawning.
Okay, there he is. Just had to wait for him to respawn.
Persona! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. My persona!
It's so expensive.
Take that! Seems it can still fight. Time for my persona! Couldn't finish it.
I am thou. It's tenacious. Persona!
Okay. I've got one where charge does like triple. Triples the effect. There it is.
All right.
Persona! Finish it for me. Nice move, Fox.
Uh-oh.
Fox got knocked down. Stay together. Witness my resolve. I'll finish you.
Yeah.
That should have done it.
How?
Yeah, I noticed on a couple of the fusions that it was giving me special abilities unique to those personas. I always chose those.
Wield your beauty. Let it be your weapon.
After all, let's take them.
Your fate is sealed. unworthy of my blade.
Oh, that was actually a nice bit of damage. Ooh, that did not do a lot. I have Makoto on the team because she's got a cheaper AoE heal.
Boss got knocked down. Come on, stay together.
Alright. She's weak to electric, right? Ah.
Couldn't finish it.
How undignified.
Time for
Let's go.
revenge.
Let's do it then.
Stay still.
Fox, you gotta aim.
Persona!
There's no freaking way Divine Judgment's gonna work.
Go down.
Oh, I haven't seen this one. That was cool looking. Didn't do a lot, but it was cool looking. Let's get Makoto out of here. Bring it on.
Fox got knocked down. Come on, stay together. Impressed.
How
Fox,
undignified.
it's time for revenge.
You're getting out of here. Let's bring Ryuji in. Nope, wrong one.
Up to you now.
I was tired of waiting.
Let's go.
Let's see.
To you. Ravage them.
Ooh.
Persona. Let's heat things up.
Uh-oh.
We've got casualties. This
Wow. Okay. Dang. I know I've got a... There we go.
Playing dead isn't easy. Get ready.
For all allies. I mean, I know I'm definitely gonna get him, but it definitely feels like trying to eat through a tree with your teeth.
Joker?
Or I could just get insta-killed. That's awesome.
Is this...
Oh. Fine. I know I could have gotten him.
I'll send you the...
I didn't realize he was just going to start spamming the crap out of curse abilities. Do I even have a persona that nulls that out? Yeah. I should have put on Vishnu. Yeah, I had a bunch of them. I forgot to get the freaking stamp. I'll go back down and get it. Not that it's really going to matter. Okay, there we go. I gave the Reaper his one attempt. I could get him, but I'm not gonna wade through that again.
Joker.
Now, if I wind up on a floor where they insta-spawn him again, I am gonna fight him. But that's happened literally once, ever. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, that one dropped 41K. Okay. Got that. I gotta be honest, man. This ability to just run over enemies without fighting them feels very overpowered. Like, I love it.
This
It's
time
awesome.
of year, a heating pad's an absolute...
And it makes me feel really bad for Rocket, because I saw her in Mementos for a long time. Just constantly fighting people.
There's the platform. We can head up from here, yes?
I knew there'd be a spare stamp around here somewhere. I always wind up looking at most of the floors
I
until I
ordered
get all the
Kasaya,
stamps.
but they refused to make it. They... This is what I saw.
Wrong button! Wow, I've got a map and I still went the wrong way.
There's a chest!
Alright, there's Jose. Which is the way to go? Okay.
Ever try the manja and Suki?
I hate interrupting them by continually running over enemies, but I got priorities, yo. And your conversation is not one of them. Alright, I think that's enough to go back to Jose and boost the money again. There's probably an achievement for getting all the stamps and mementos. Ooh, a fusion alarm that I will not be taking advantage of.
A rare one! Grab him!
This one.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away! It's weak to nuclear moves. Persona! Let's end this quickly. This treasure demon's done for.
Yeah,
Don't
why
forget
is
this
Regent
feeling
here?
just
Isn't he
like
the
I
first
thought.
one?
Okay.
Leave the noobs and let's go. Oh, mister. Hi.
Almost all the stamps. Okay. Oh, I need one more. Dang it!
Doing good?
Whoa. You have exposed Dr. Wily's base. Cognitive control room. Whoa! The hell is this place? There's tons of computery stuff all over. This is the central data hub. This room's most likely where the data sent over from the palace goes.
Hey!
What's that on the screen? Various locations within Mementos. I presume this is less about surveillance and more looking for targets, though. Why is that? Think about it. While all sorts of unnatural events may be taking place in Maruki's reality, that doesn't mean every human's wish has already been granted. That's a good point. If everyone's wishes were already made into reality, there wouldn't be any requests on the fan site.
Yes.
Exactly. Therefore, Maruki is likely choosing certain targets within this system, or with this system, then affecting each one individually. Probably using the same method as when he made Violet's persona go berserk that one time. Oh, that's right. She was unconscious for that. She doesn't remember. What? Me? From what I remember, Dr. Maruki summoned these things that look like tendrils, and they grabbed me. Wait, don't tell me. Are these... They're the same thing. You mean to say these cables all across Maruki's palace and Mementos, they're part of his methods? Yes, that hypothesis explains much of what we've seen if it were found to be true. Maruki is extending these cables from his own palace, tunneling into the depths of Mementos, and spreading his influence from the same place the Holy Grail once occupied. Excuse me. That allows him to grant the wishes of any people he may discover once they've fallen under his influence. Screw that. This won't last much longer now that we're here. Okay, but I'm the one who has to do the actual hacking, though. Okay, access by consultation subject confirmed. To temporarily suspend research data stream. Yes? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Well, the displays are showing parts of Mementos, right? I guess we can suspend something here? Let's see what it does.
True dat!
You got it. I like the way you think. Research data stream suspended. Retracting pipelines. To resume data streaming. Yeah, go ahead and shut up now. We ain't resuming nothing. Does this bring us any closer to stopping Maruki? All we did was suspend the data sharing. Stopping Maruki's a whole other story. I don't think this will interfere with his effect on Mementos. What? Then what good does suspending the data stream do? Tendrils, nice to meet you. Thank you for the follow. According to this console's output, all the cable tendrils are retracted now. Possibly including some place in the palace that was blocked before? We won't know unless we check it out for ourselves. What say we head to the palace next? Yeah, we've done what we can here. Next on our agenda, a return to Maruki's palace. Boy, they're doing a lot of ping-ponging here. Time to head out of Mementos.
Let's do it.
Am I forgetting something? I should.
What do you want to do?
Don't leave yet.
Yep.
I'm gonna try one more time. Because I have a feeling I'm never coming back to Mementos again. So now that I know he gets really curse happy at the
I'll
end of
send
his
you the
life,
results.
Oh, I am? Well, part of it is also that I used SP recovery items on Joker. So, I'll just wait to fight him again. Secret boss fight. Okay. I wasn't aware there was a secret boss in Persona. That's cool. Really? 2 of them are New Game Plus only. That's a shame. Because I'm not actually intending to play New Game Plus on this. I'm actually playing the PS5 version of Persona 5 for my offline playthrough. Anyway. Got that. Sorry, just checking a couple of things since I have a minute. You know, the smarter thing to do would probably have been to go down to that last level and just go around and grind a little bit more experience first. I figured there was probably a fight against Lavenza at some point. And I remember you mentioned, maybe that's what you were talking about, that point where you fight the twins before they fuse into Lavenza. I think you had mentioned on New Game Plus you can actually fight them. They don't just stun lock you and kill you. He does spawn on this level, right? I feel like it's been 2 minutes already. I like this idea of them spawning the Reaper when you've been on a single level of Mementos for too long. It kind of reminds me of FTL a little bit. I see. He does spawn here, right? Maybe I'm being impatient, but I definitely feel like I've waited 2 minutes at this point. There it is.
This feeling. Joker, proceed with caution.
There we go. Alright. Once more unto the breach.
Whoa, Persona looks strong.
Finish it for me.
Oh, I still need to swap out
Stay together.
Yusuke.
What?
Persona!
That should have done it.
How
Fox,
undignified.
it's time for revenge.
Okay, Ryuji. Bam.
Fox, withdraw. Persona!
You know, it may actually be... size skills. Wait. This is reduced by 75% and it still costs 48 SP? Holy crap. Okay. Do this. Good charge.
There.
Persona!
I wonder...
Gaining
Allow me. Wasting your time.
Okay, come on.
Let's go.
shit.
Persona! Satan Tyson! Tough! It's time.
Let's do...
Fix, you're amazing. For as much crap
Good
as you give
evening,
me,
Fix.
I appreciate how wicked smart you are.
What's his? Ice skills.
Ravage them! Persona!
That was awesome, Mona!
Uh-oh.
Persona! Impressive.
Persona! All set!
Alright, come on.
Persona!
Alright, concentrate. I really wish he had, Wait,
The opponent is
he doesn't
strong.
reflect gun.
Don't do anything reckless. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Feels pretty good. That was awesome,
Hey,
Mona.
nice dodges.
Witness my resolve. That should have done it.
Persona!
Let's go.
Let's see. We'll do...
You're mine.
There we go.
Feel my power. Persona!
How'd that go?
You'll need to attack with extra oomph to get out of this one.
Dodge it.
Mona got knocked out. Someone give him some support. Here I go. Speed up.
I need more than speed.
Let's do this.
We must repay blood with blood.
Okay.
Come on. Weaklings like you!
That'll do.
A challenge.
Good work, everyone.
Whoa! Holy crap, that dude
I'd
gives you a
love
ton
to
of
see that in
experience.
action.
Wind skills. Let's get rid of...
Okay. Tough.
Alright. Now we get to leave.
All right.
Oh hey, at least I beat him. 7-0. Wow. What a terrible soccer match for Manchester United.
I should write something.
Oof.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, Shadow Minamoto. He sucked.
Thought as much.
That client who was asking to be killed took down the request. The siblings were going to be separated, but his little sister spoke up. She was really against it, so the whole thing got called off. She's a little scared of him sometimes, but she still loves and appreciates him.
Hey!
That's pretty much what the guy was saying in Mementos. I guess they really do have that sibling connection, huh? From now on, they'll be supporting each other, and they'll get help from grown-ups if they need it. It's also moving. Glad we saved them. Yeah, seriously. I'm so glad he posted on the fan site. Anyways, nice work. So, they ended up living together, huh? I can't tell you if that's a good idea or not, but as long as they can remember how much they care for each other, I think they'll be okay. I saw the fan site. I'm so glad to see the change of heart help things. Still, this request got me thinking about my own situation. He and his sister, they reminded me of the situation between Sis and I. I mean, she kind of... Well, never mind. What you feel isn't wrong. I guess you're right. Thank you, Gilly. Right. Makoto lives with her sister, too. It's just the two of them there. I guess she's dealing with a lot herself. She's acknowledged her own conflicting feelings, huh? This request really made us think. Good thing I completed it offline. I can't believe what's become of Mementos. His power truly is tremendous. I didn't even think Mementos went that far down. The place is friggin' huge. Far up, more like. I lost track of how long we spent on those stairs. I know, right? That place is not made for a gamer physique. Maybe it's obvious, but when your legs and feet get tired, stretching always helps. It might be good to massage your pressure points, too. Whoa, the athlete knows her stuff. Speaking of, didn't you say you're going straight to practice after this, Sumeri? I'm actually just about to start my training, yes. How? Where's all that stamina even come from? Well, it's your call. Just don't go tiring yourself out. If you waste all your energy out of combat, you're not just useless, you're a liability. Then I'll make sure not to push myself too hard.
Yep.
Am I about to get a fourth interrupting text? Thank goodness. Okay. We need to call Kawakami so we can go out. Well, you can have as many moments with him as you want. Just start the game again. Or play Persona 5 Strikers.
You're so stiff. Like right here. Master! Oh! See you later.
Ah. Alright, let's kick them out and get Kawakami making some curry. Okay. Oh, there aren't enough. There's no leftovers. Crap. Alright, and Y is available. I think he's just about ready to max out. So I know you're up. Alright, let's max out a Y. Okay. No, stop it.
Sheesh.
I want to work. There's something I gotta ask you to do. You're free now, yeah?
Actually,
However he wants to talk to you. Hold on. I'll call him over.
Thanks again for last time.
You're welcome,
I
kid.
learned a lot about myself. So, I just wanted to show my appreciation.
intruding in on another private family moment.
You're still droning on about that? I mean, it was quite a shock. But that's what made you take me in, right? So who cares?
Whoa there, kiddo.
If you had just told me all of this sooner, you wouldn't have been threatened.
Who your parents are and where you come from stays with you for your entire life. Thanks to my loser parents, I got bullied by complete strangers, and...
My father isn't a loser, though. He's a brilliant business owner.
Aww. It's up to you now, why?
Shut up, I know that. So in the end, I was just fighting my own demons. Stuck in my crappy childhood and all the problems I had growing up. My view of Kaoru was all distorted because of my rotten childhood memories.
Ideological Playbook, or I presume that's where the username is supposed to go. Thank you for the follow. Nice to meet you.
I forgive you.
Wow, you really matured, huh?
Wow.
Why did you help my father out? He told me you gathered info about Suda-san for him. You willingly got involved in a Yakuza dispute. Would someone normally take that big of a risk?
He makes good guns. I couldn't leave him.
I'd understand if you were a member of the Phantom Thieves. Fighting for the underdogs, like a gentleman thief, you know? People have their own opinions.
I don't know what you're talking
I think
about.
the Phantom Thieves are super cool. I mean, the sexual harassment incident involving that teacher?
Oh, that goes back a ways.
You gotta go, Kaoru. The supermarket's about to close. Aren't you in charge of dinner tonight?
Oh, crap! Please excuse me.
Oh, crap! I like the delivery.
Kids grow
on
up
that.
quick. They can be a pain in the ass, but they're worth it. All right, let's close up shop. Go pull down the shutter. Suda changed rather suddenly, huh? Seems like he had a change of heart. Just like them people they've been talking about on TV.
What a coincidence that is.
I can't be the only one who was saved by his change of heart. Wonder who else knows.
What if you're right?
I wonder. Well, don't worry. It ain't really none of my concern. Man, you really had me fooled. That whole thing about being an enthusiast was all just BS. I hired you as a mere pawn, and now you're Kaoru's bro.
Let's not go
Thieves
that
are using
far.
my guns to take down bad guys, aren't they? They help people in need, huh? Interesting. All right. I'm gonna put all my effort into that special menu we talked about. I don't like to owe nobody nothing, so I'll do my best for you, because that's the kind of support I can provide.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the hanged man, granting thee infinite power.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, what can we use now?
All right.
Addis?
But what the hell are you gonna do with a model gun? You need a real gun in a shootout. And the
They're
knives are
good
just
enough for me.
replicas. They're even less useful than a butter knife, you know? You're such a weirdo.
Thanks.
We were in the middle of closing shop, weren't we? Well, let's get to it.
What a lovely thing to say.
See ya.
I gotta be honest. I kind of felt like that entire step of the relationship was not necessary.
Well, shall we begin?
We'll start with a summary of the previous lesson.
Well,
Oh, okay, good.
What's all this?
Time to read more, I guess.
what do you want to do?
The Art of Automata.
Wow. Whoa. Ah.
That's odd.
Yep.
I'm surprised with how frequently that pops. That's really nice. Snow's coming tomorrow. Think we'll get a real blizzard? Who knows? You rarely ever see heavy snow in Tokyo. I predict heavy snowfall. But it's going to be wet snow, so it won't really pile up much. Sources: some guy on TV. Oh no, my flower beds. I should go check on them. Just cover them. I'm sure they'll be fine. But if you need help with them, I'll do what I can. Indeed, Ryuji can as well. Man, I was literally having the same thought. You can't just volunteer me. Not that I wouldn't, though. You need any heavy lifting done? I'm your guy. Actually, if the snow's going to be that bad, you think it might have some effect on the metaverse, too? We might as well keep it in mind for when we plan for tomorrow. I forget what snowfall does in Mementos.
What are your thoughts? Hey, hey!
Yes? Ryuji's maxed out. Yusuke is available. There's no way we'll max him out. But we did Mementos. I'm very confused. Oh, I have to go to Mementos now for that? How do I get to this secret boss? Like, I feel like I've been through Mementos. What am I missing? You have to go back to the Maruki room now. Okay. So when you say the Maruki room, you mean that control room in Mementos, right?
Yes. I'll just add this.
Okay. Let's save and see what we've got waiting for us. Okay.
Yes, let's do our best.
At least we should be able to get there pretty quickly. Jose is the secret boss? Oh boy.
Oh, hey guys. Good job. Jose-chan, you seem kinda down. Is something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry, but a lot's happened lately. Before I got here, I was able to drink so many flowers.
And now
that was
I really
all
have
thanks
to
to you
pee.
guys. So, I thought I was beginning to understand humans. But now, the more flowers I drink, the less I understand them instead.
Maybe you need to vary up your diet. How does that work?
Oh, I gotcha. It's like love, right? You know, puppy love.
You understand his explanation. Sko.
You know squat about love.
Shut up! I know what I'm talking about.
I guess.
Pretty much.
Boneface is right. I've learned about humans in a
Boneface.
manner similar to falling in love. When you learn more about a subject, it's often more than unexpected. It's the exact opposite of what you liked about it. Just like with love.
Right? See?
I want to learn more about humans, but I wonder if I'll learn what I need to about them just by keeping at it like this.
Mind if I propose a simple solution? Why study humans at all? Why not just give it up?
I can't do
yes.
that. I promised
you,
someone
Nietzsche.
that I'd study humans. Who'd you promise? Sorry. Forget I said that. I can see how that would worry you. There are times where the truth seems to move further away from you the more you strive to reach it.
I've dealt with similar problems, so I can totally relate. I aim to handle them whenever the opportunity presents itself, though.
I really appreciate your help with this. So, I need an opportunity. Oh, that's it! Could I ask you guys a favor? I'd like you to fight me.
Why?
Yeah. I think you left out a step or three. I'm not following here. I've learned something from studying humans. When humans suffer, they vent their emotions so they can move forward with their lives.
Okay.
Well, right now, I'm suffering. The only people I can vent at are you guys. And the most common way to vent is to fight.
Okay.
You want to get physical here? You can't just pick a fight with us out of nowhere.
What do we do? I definitely didn't expect this.
Well, unless we fight him, we won't know whether or not this is his opportunity. We simply have to decide if we're going to humor him.
What do you think? Should we fight Jose?
Let's do it.
Thanks. This may be sudden, but here I come.
Oh, really? All right, this was
I'm
not the
going to
boss
start
music I
venting
was
now.
expecting.
Don't expect me to hold back. Now!
Whoa!
Persona!
It's now or never, and I've got to make my
The wrong one. There we go.
Kitsune!
moment. A chance to fulfill my vision.
Yeah!
A river in a valley,
Nice timing.
in a lost end.
Persona!
All set.
Always is finishing.
Persona!
That should do.
I'm giving the balance.
Here goes.
Understanding.
Nuke ball. Whoa. Okay.
Awesome, Mona!
Persona!
I'm out of this build of
All right.
vision.
Ba-ba.
Don't I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike when
You're mine.
the stars become my part in this day.
Resistant to physical.
Persona!
Bye.
What? Crow's got some moves! Mona's burning! Put it out or it'll keep hurting him!
Okay. I was worried that Morgana was going to be burning too much for that to actually work. Good.
Persona! Feel my power.
My heart is a furnace. I'm growing. My words are
All right, he takes gun damage. Fine.
That hurts more than I thought it would. But that's not all your feelings yet, is it? We're just getting started. Try
Thank
to
you,
keep
Rocket.
up with me.
take them down
Huh.
now. The time for new start.
Crow's frozen. He can't move.
A river in a dry land.
Uh,
In a lost hand.
Kitsune!
There.
When the hope of feelings burned out. Now
let's get that off so we can get a catching recovered.
No time to think. Sorry.
Persona!
Not bad.
I'll break that.
Let's go.
This will work. Where's the one with the greater chance of, There we go. Sword dance. High chance of critical. Never criticals!
I'll finish you.
Good evening, Auntie. How are you?
What? Panther dodges with grace.
Persona!
Good.
It's frozen. It can't move.
Now that's power!
How was your stream today? I'm sorry I missed it.
I feel so powerful. Huh? I'm starting to enjoy this. Why though? This hurts so much, but I'm actually enjoying it.
Oh, we've got some gray fox going on
Wait,
here.
I need to
Hurt
focus.
me
Here I
more.
come.
Persona! Experience Picaro!
What am I gonna hit him
To you! You're mine!
with? Pick everybody up. Ah. High energy is overpowered.
Oh man, that was pretty good.
Let's go. Michael! Go down!
I'm taking a risk.
Persona!
Ow! Get ready. Take this. I really understand how you feel now. Thank you. Now, it's time to show you how I feel.
Uh-oh.
This is what I've learned
He's
from
juiced
studying
up.
humans. Witness my true feelings. Huh.
My heart is a burner.
This one's special.
Fireworks? Uh-oh.
Persona!
Don't ask I'm ready, but I'm ready.
Persona!
Down now.
Ha!
Time for a new start. It's constantly growing.
Sorry!
Sorry, Morgana, you're gonna die.
What's your next move? No holding back. Not bad, right?
Whoa.
Come! Experience Picaro!
Can't take a risk.
someone special.
Persona!
Here we go.
This fight.
Let's do it.
This one I'll do.
Fully powered. For you, Panther. How sweet. It's just what I needed. How's that? Ha! You're done. Did Mona just reveal his feelings about her? Not bad. Let's do this.
End it on.
Ow!
Uh-oh.
No holding back.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What took her wrong, mister? Why? This isn't happening.
I went for broke and it bit me in the butt. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's try that again. I need to play a little more conservatively. I got friggin' greedy and tried to go for broke and it didn't work out for me.
I'm going now.
Let's go. Shitsune!
There.
Okay.
What's your next move?
Alright, come on. Oh great, he froze the Uzi.
He can't move.
You're mine.
Ow! I'm hurting my soda.
I'll step back.
Let's get this done. Here goes.
Persona!
I'm gonna let him throw one more, and then I'll heal everybody.
Persona!
Ow! But we're... Let's do this! Let's heat things up!
Let's go. This isn't it. This group works.
I can't tell. Okay, yeah, I'm not boosted right now. So let's...
My heart is a furnace, kind of selling my word of conflict. One goes what
Wrong thing, wrong thing.
Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear. I'm ready, but I'm ready.
Go down.
Them down now.
Not bad.
It's constantly drawing near.
Okay, next. Me, yeah!
Sorry.
Hey, let's go ahead and charge. Oh, I should have used the friggin' whoops. Dang.
Huh? Wait, kabam!
Persona!
Okay. do... There we go. Oh, perfect.
You're mine. Weapon persona! Bam!
All right, come on. High energy is really effective with on.
That's on the ground. Are you okay? Now.
Oh, crap. I think he's going to kill us all.
You're vulnerable. Quick, use your special attack.
Something else.
Oh, everyone's alive. Okay.
There.
Good thinking.
I thought he killed Morgana.
Ow! You okay? How about we kick some butt together? Yeah, you're back. Persona. Now,
She'll do more damage with this.
I really understand. Now, this. How's this? This one's special.
Play it conservative. Don't go for broke. Just friggin' survive.
Fired up.
No.
Time to finish this. Ha!
I was tempted for a nanosecond there. Oh crap, that's no!
No holding back. Not bad, right? Are you okay? Focus on healing up. Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
Don't ask if I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike them down now. I'm just on a new.
There's
no time for endless.
There.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's
No.
show them what's what.
He really wants to showtime.
Sorry. You're dead.
This one I'll
Time
do.
for a lovely coup de grace. It's showtime. I'm running on empty, man. Behold, a saucy, zesty masterpiece. Ain't nothing better than this. Get out, dumbass! Here you go, my treat.
Not bad. You sure were hungry. I feel so powerful. Huh. Did that hurt? On the ground. Are you okay? Now. Some casualties. This is bad. This one's special.
Take back what I lost to the bosses of freedom spirit.
Are you serious?
Don't ask if I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. I've been in a dry land. The last is in a lost head.
No.
When the heart of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for teammate. Always this in the siege land.
Think it through.
Reminder from here for
This isn't it. No.
Okay.
No holding back.
I had to get Joker healed up first.
Not bad, right?
Let's go.
Are you okay?
All right,
Keep
let's
an
get
eye
some
on your
people
health.
up.
All right.
Playing dead isn't easy. Sorry.
I'm beat.
And again.
Go.
Sorry.
All right. Now we're back on our feet. Let's go.
This one's special. I'll do something about this.
It's time. Not that.
I can't. I have to guard.
Persona!
With On, I'm going to go for broke because she's out of SP. So I'll use her and then I'm going to trade her out.
Persona! Go! Ow! No holding back! Sorry! Casualties! This is bad!
Oh, Morgana's dead too.
There.
Playing dead isn't easy.
It's really hard to get damage in when I keep getting knocked down every other turn.
Sorry!
Boom.
So this is what a human feels. Ow.
Yeah, you don't have no right to say ow. You killed Morgana and On like 3 times.
Good job all around. Sorry about that.
Understand how I feel now?
Painfully well. Thanks to all of you, Ooh, did you learn something new? I'm pretty sure I understand humans less than ever.
What was the point of all that?
I was anticipating he'd say the exact opposite.
Yeah, I was hoping things would end on a happy note here.
Well, this is an issue.
Oh.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
Why are you sorry?
Well, you did say you understand humans even less now and all.
That's great news.
What do you mean?
Humans aren't the easiest to comprehend. That's why they can get lost and look for other people they trust. Sometimes they even try to accomplish the impossible with those people, like you all just tried to do for me. Now I'm sure that's what it means to be human. So, it's impossible to learn everything about humans in such a short time.
What?
Although, it did make me realize just how much I love them.
So our assistance was to your satisfaction.
Yup, I finally understand now. I can go back to that person whenever I want.
Good evening, Crocodile. Long time no see.
And while we're at it, who are you?
I am me. I'm Jose, a boy who got a little smarter because I met all of you. No matter who we are, we're always searching for ourselves.
What, do you want me to give you a hug, you little punk?
Just remember, there are more folks observing humankind than you might realize.
Who do you mean?
It's a secret for now. You'll find out someday. I have something for you, to thank you for spending so much time helping me. Here, take this.
A kick to the junk. Star water tray?
This is so interesting. Oh, humans. No wonder the others just can't leave them be. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't worry, it's nothing. See you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope you'll still help me collect flowers, too. Off I go. Good job! I don't fully understand what just happened, but did that take care of his problem?
I guess.
Jose. He may be weird, but he sure is a cute little kid.
I think we've learned he's not a kid.
Lady On, I'm cute too.
For planting flowers. What is this for? Hold on. This has to get traded into somebody for something. What exactly is the use of this item? It doubles the amount of flowers you pick up. Oh my gosh. That was not worth it as a reward for the fight. I'm not upset that I did it. Woo, flowers. Man.
Did you change your mind?
You got nothing done. Bam, 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 bam. The secret
Hey.
what, bros?
What?
Is that from doing the fights through the twins? I haven't done any of those.
Well, does it master? Oh, see you later.
Okay. And there's nobody for me to hang out with. Let's check out the batting cages. They said there was a new course. Although I didn't have to go there on foot, I could have fast traveled.
Welcome. Want to
All
give
right.
it a try?
No, I have not. The Fader breaks all known speed limits.
Good luck.
You get a free play ticket. All right. Wait, what? I didn't even see the ball. Holy crap.
Hey, hey.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, hit that thing right back into the machine. I need to hit it just a little bit lower.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh,
At least I think I've finally got a feel for the timing.
nice.
He said right before he
Hey,
whipped
hey.
twice.
Oh,
Oh, I swung that way early. Crazy early. Alright, we're done
nice.
here.
Want to give it a try?
Nice.
I don't
going.
get anything from doing this, so... I just wanted to see what that last course was.
Wanna head back?
Evidently, it is the invisible baseball course.
Hey!
Hey, we got to see. So we'll read that last thing.
Wow.
Have a good night, Auntie. Thanks for saying hello.
What are your thoughts?
I hope you enjoyed your dinner.
Morning.
Holy crap, this snow is crazy. It's freezing, but it's exciting at the same time. Say, you think there's been some kind of change in Mementos, too? I have to get ready. Gotta go, Hitler's stealing my car. Well, let's check it out after you're ready. Come on, sound good? Promise me you'll think about it, alright, man? Alright, back to Maruki's palace.
I should write something.
I really hate it when secret bosses give you a reward that you don't really need.
Very well. Let us go.
Let's...
Okay, the monitoring prep room.
We're here.
Okay, then down here. Look, the cables are gone.
Indeed.
Rather fortuitous that we tried out the console we found in Mementos. Now we can proceed. Let's proceed with caution.
Yes!
Okay, let's go.
I can see it.
I'll reveal your true form.
You've got the advantage. Don't rush this. You have something to hit her with? Well, guess not. My skills will work here. Her skills are ineffective. Stay focused.
Persona! Michael! Go down!
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Okay. And I can't switch.
There!
I still do. I need to change my party makeup here.
All out attack!
Okay.
Okay, let's swap out. We definitely want Sumerian. And let's bring in Yusuke.
I have something.
I'll reveal your true form.
Gotcha.
That one's just weird. I don't know what it's gonna do. So pretty! And so much damage!
One shot, one kill.
Okay.
I feel like it's been forever since I've been in a palace.
I can feel it.
Show me your true form.
I got lucky that dude didn't spot me first.
Surprise attack! Successful! Now done, Sondrion! Good job, Violet! Not yet! Okay, head past on your power even higher! One enemy crushed!
come on. I hate it when they miss. It's such a waste.
You got him, Fox.
I did buy a Soma from Jose, so that helps.
All out attack.
Okay.
That enemy was really...
Okay, there's no one here.
Oh. Okay.
I'll reveal your
A
true
will
form.
seed. There are will seeds in this palace?
Let's have the advantage. It might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy.
And it
No
knows
weaknesses?
physical?
Well, how about we make it forget its skills? Look, there's an enemy that's confused. Give it some psychokinesis.
Okay, if you want. What's his... That's because of side skill, it's good.
Knocked them right off their feet.
Wow.
Joker.
That looked like it was made in MS Paint, and it was super trippy.
Has powered you up. Took out 2 of them. Go get 'em.
This is my other self.
Enemies annihilated. You're pretty good, Fox.
I probably should have baton passed Yusuke to get a little more damage on, but...
I'm glad we're doing so well.
Are we? Is this what doing well
Joker.
feels like? Uh-oh. That door's security looks super strict, and there isn't even an ID scanner on it. Let's take a closer peek. A closer peek?
Joker.
Fine, we'll look at the friggin' door. The following identity authentication question. What did Takato Maruki lose in exchange for the power to rewrite cognition?
For real?
Doc losing something. It's a security question like when you reset a password. Only the one person's supposed to know the answers. That's how you end up with a private information being used like a key. I see. So we need information on Maruki's life. Well, this is his own palace. I bet we'll find some clues to that answer if we look around thoroughly enough.
All right, let's go.
Interesting.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance.
Whoa, what
Beat
is
'em up.
this
This
thing?
enemy is beneath us. It's pretty easy if we stay focused. Victory is ours. All enemies are down. Stay silent.
I'm not here to collect any more personas.
Let's go. I lend it.
It absorbs ice. Right.
Go down.
And it blocks side.
That was awesome, Mona.
Let's try physical. And it reflects gun, which makes Yusuke worthless here.
Do I have a choice? That's fine.
Oh, it's weak to curse. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Not bad.
Okay.
I'll reveal your true form.
That one is just weird. I don't know what it's gonna do.
I'm glad I looked up its weaknesses before I got into the next fight.
Here goes.
Oh, what? So it's just gonna pretend like I never saw its weaknesses? A really weak curse spell. Terrific.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Get good, scrub.
All right.
Leave the noobs and let's go.
Holy
Oh, it's a
crap, this
treasure
place
chest.
is confusing.
What should we do with it?
Open it. Duh.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, that one's really rare. Bless skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't relax yet. Good job, Violet.
Here goes.
On to the next.
You're mine.
Okay.
Nice one, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get another baton pass.
This is my other self. Persona! There. Victory is ours.
Good work, everyone.
Excuse me for just a moment, I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's all.
I'll reveal your true form.
That one's just weird. I don't know what it's gonna do. One last step. Fireworks. Oh, so pretty. And so much damage.
Let's make this quick.
Testing. There we go. Okay. I think he's also weak to fire, if I recall correctly. Let's try that.
Power even higher.
Experience Picaro. Go down.
Damn it. Joker, you missed.
Or I can miss. That's cool.
I'll finish you. Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
I don't know why NVIDIA broadcast crashes sometimes in regards to the mic. It's something it only started doing just recently, and I don't know why.
Now that's comedy.
Okay. You're not my physical dude.
Okay.
That easy, huh? I can tell by your face. Oh!
Ooh, soul food. Very nice. Yeah, that
I can
didn't
feel
go
it.
anywhere. Projector. Thought for certain this would go somewhere. It was just the treasure chest, I guess.
I'll I'll reveal your true form.
I have a feeling I'm going to be in this dungeon for a while. If we're only just now detecting will
About
seeds.
that one? Great stuff. Sometimes you just want to explode. They're done for. One enemy remaining. Just a little more.
Go down.
Enemy defeated. All right, Joker.
According to plan.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
Alright, if we're going to keep running into those dudes, I need to get a catchy back in the group.
There were two.
I'll reveal your true form.
We've got the advantage. Don't, well, if it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing it?
And of course, the moment I bring a catchy into the group, I don't run into that thing.
Persona! Manifest! Still alive! Persona! Go down!
Enemy defeated. All right, Joker.
That'll work.
Okay, let's move on.
I like how I don't have to capture any of these dudes because I've
Alright.
already fused them.
They were too weak to be a threat.
There's something. Alright. That's a one-way lock. Okay. Back this way. Morgana said he detected a will seed when we were in this room. That's locked. This is open though. Going. I don't know why I'm caring about loot anymore.
We found a treasure chest. I wonder what's in.
Show me your true form!
Like, I don't need it. I've got plenty of money.
Surprise attack successful.
You.
Well, this still doesn't have a weakness, but I think we could make it angry. Persona, this is my soul.
Crap. Oh, it absorbs wind. That's even worse.
Take it out. Good one, Crow.
Haha.
Game all right, Joker.
Yeah. All I remember about Tie-Dye Guy is that I hate the crap out of him and never use lightning on him because he will reflect it and let it one-shot you. Stop it. Use the vent. There we go.
Treasure chest spotted. Must be something good inside.
Yeah, I know, but we're not after the treasure
A will
chest.
seed.
Aha.
Oh.
Infinite Saber. Go ahead, Akechi.
Thank you.
I sincerely hope this is the first will seed. Okay, it is. Good. I would hate to think I missed one way back when and would have to go back and get another one. Sorrow. Interesting.
So, this is a will seed. It's kinda creepy, huh?
Okay. Now we can go down and open that door. Which is fine. Oh, I see I missed a vent somewhere. I felt like I was at the end of the map. Something's wrong.
What's up with this room? The entire palace has been rather bizarre, but this room is rather strange in its own way.
CRT TV, huh? Talk about old school.
Man, the development of flat screen technology, man, has been so awesome. Do you remember how heavy those things are?
Look, it's even got a built-in VCR.
Maybe we've got to watch some TV first?
Ugh, I highly doubt that.
Actually, there's a chance he's right. There appears to be a tape by the VCR.
Well, it appears we don't have any choice but to watch the tape, do we? Of course, it could possibly just be a trap.
Let's watch the tape. We're clearly going to get the answer we need from it.
Nothing's happening.
I wonder how many people play this game and are like, a VCR? What's a VCR?
It's making some strange noises. Could it be broken? Do you think we should try whacking it?
Some percussive
please
maintenance.
Oh, it's playing. Stay on guard, everyone.
How are you feeling today, Rumi? Sorry I came empty-handed. I've just been so busy with the research lately. I haven't had the chance to pick up any part-time work. I know. I'll buy you flowers the next time I come.
This hospital room looks cool.
Do you remember that wildflower field we used to go to back in high school? You really loved it there, didn't you? Oh, would you prefer if I brought you some snacks instead? Which should I bring? Sweet or salty? I know you like both, so... Actually, I have some news for you today.
Does Rumi not
so
talk?
First, I've finished my paper. The other thing is...
Oh, this just happened. We helped him finish his paper.
They caught the culprit. He's in police custody now. You don't need to worry anymore. Of course, that doesn't mean everything's over and done with, but things are going to proceed as they ought to. My cognitive science is the study of people's hearts and how they guide people's views of the world. Everyone comprehends the world in a different way, depending on their cognition. So basically, if one could tap into a person's cognitive world, one would even be able to alter how that person views reality in every way. That's what my paper's all about. Here I am, going way over your head with this stuff, just like always.
I think this girl's a few fries short of a large fry. Few fries short of a value meal? What's the phrase? Whatever.
Gilly, you suck.
But anyway,
A few
I've
fries
recently
short of a
met
Happy
someone who
Meal.
thinks my
That's the
research could be
phrase.
fruitful. If everything moves forward as planned, they may even fund my work. At that point, I'd be the first professional scientist in the world. My goal is to find a way to stop crime by putting my research into action. Many of the criminals in this world are deluded to the point of seeing everything through a distorted lens. If I could change their cognitions, it would stop them from committing crimes before they even considered them. And if I were to succeed,
The things that happened to you would never happen to anyone else again. I want to save you. No, not just you. I want to save the whole world with my cognitive science. Well, at least I know your family would appreciate it.
Takuto.
Rumi, it's me. Are you alright? Can you talk?
Takuto. Family. My family. Dad. Mom? No. Please. Please don't go. Ah!
Rumi, it's okay. Calm down.
Give them back! Give me my mom and dad!
You want power.
These migraines are... Damn it. Don't worry, someone's coming to help.
I believe it was most likely a post-traumatic episode. Memories of the incident must have resurfaced due to some sort of stimuli, like certain imagery or phrasing.
Phrasing? I'm so sorry, Rumi. It's all my fault. Deep down, I knew I could end all crime across the world. It still wouldn't bring your family back.
Oh, is that why you turned into the Tokyo Genie, granting everyone's wishes?
What you truly need is to be set free from that horrible tragedy.
Yeah, this is what twisted it.
How can I do that?
Must seek me.
It's like his persona's trying to wake him up.
What was that?
Takuto, please. Stop this. I want to forget.
Forget? I wish I could do something to... Oh, but wait. By altering a subject's cognition, by changing their heart, any related trauma is eliminated.
You must seek me.
So, by that logic, all that pain, Rumi's trauma and everyone else's,
Yep.
it can be undone.
Seek me. I am that who manifests thoughts himself. I shall echo your blasphemous fury with reality, so that we may together change the world. Now, call me forth.
Yes. I'll do it. I don't care who you may be. Lend me your strength. Please. Help me save Rumi's life. What was that? Rumi, are you okay?
Who are you?
I knew it. I knew she was going to forget him once he did that.
Rumi, it's me!
I'm really sorry, but I don't know who you are.
Rumi, what do you mean?
That's An's voice.
I've just gone through surgery. Ever since I was born, I've been unwell. I lost my parents when I was young, so I live with my grandparents in the countryside now.
When you were young? You can't. It's me, Rumi. Don't you remember me?
I really am sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I'm going to be discharged from here pretty soon, now that I've finished my last round of surgery. I can't wait to see my grandparents again, and show them how well I've recovered.
This is... Were her memories actually revised?
Clearly.
Wait, was that voice really...
Are you alright?
That's absurd. How could something like... Oh, I mean, it's nothing. I'm just glad you're doing better now. She remembers nothing of the incident. So, for Rumi...
It never
By
happened.
the way, what are you doing in my room? How do you know my name?
Oh, well, I'm, Sorry. I mistook you for someone else.
Another person?
Yeah. My girlfriend's name is Rumi too.
Oh.
Really? That's so nice to hear.
That is so amazingly tragic and sort of relieving for me. I was afraid we were going to walk into the Notebook situation.
Yeah.
Huh?
Looks like I really messed up finding the right room. I really am sorry to disturb you.
Wow, he really just gave her up.
So I know this might sound odd, but if you'd like to meet again sometime...
Thank you for the offer, but I'm sorry. I'm going to be getting busier than ever soon, so I don't believe we'll be meeting again.
How sad is that?
Really? But what about your girlfriend?
She's passed away. That's why I won't be coming here anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I hope you feel better soon. And I know the people who care about you wish the same.
That was Dr. Maruki, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
So the answer to the
Based
door
on what
is
we've
Rumi.
seen, we can surmise that Dr. Maruki's memory was somehow on that videotape.
The way that woman was acting at the end, that's just how it went for me, too.
So he rewrote her cognition.
Considering what he was saying in the video, that might have been the moment he first awakened to his ability.
Could Dr. Maruki possibly have wanted us to watch this memory?
I don't think that's the case. It's possible that this is just an old memory he tried to bury in his unconscious mind.
Still, if this actually occurred,
It's
there's
not
no
something I'd
mistaking
wanna
it for
remember.
a trivial memory. This is clearly important to Maruki.
Whether for good or bad, it appears that this incident is what led Dr. Maruki to his current mission.
You're right.
I have something.
Dang. Okay, I thought I heard a grapple point. Have we missed something? No. Okay. Yep. His lover.
Oh, yeah!
Wait, what is this? Ooh, a map. This appears to be a floor plan of the palace. It's quite thorough, and it seems that we still have a long way to go.
Huh?
Maruki Cognitive Science Laboratory.
For real?
This palace is a lab?
Oh?
You really hadn't figured that out yet? Given Maruki's past and the palace appearance we've seen so far, it wasn't difficult to deduce.
What the hell?
Shut up! This place is just so weird I didn't bother thinking about it yet. You get me, don't you, Gilly? I get you. Yeah, take that!
Do you have a moment?
A palace's appearance is based on what its ruler thinks of someone or something. In talking to Maruki's case, you must think of the stadium as a laboratory. Yeah, I get that part. But why the stadium of all places? Oh, that reminds me of something I heard a while ago. Before starting construction on the stadium, there were apparently plans to build some kind of research facility. I wonder, could it have anything to do with that? It's possible, but for now we should focus on progress in the palace rather than trying to answer questions. What's in here? Lots of open space in here. Oh look, a door on the other end. Let's check it out. Doesn't this look like some kind of research facility to you now?
How suspicious.
Okay. This floor is cool looking. I like it. Alright. So what's the...
The effect
All
of
right.
the cognitive world
That's a safe room. So we'll go in here and
I
save
see
for
there's
sure.
safe.
I'll just
But
add this.
what's the deal with the elevator? Where does that go? Like, I was expecting this to be a safe room. Oh, the elevator doesn't work. Okay, we had to go this way. Perfect. I hear that. There must be a will seat up there. Does that look like a Wi-Fi symbol to you? Kinda does. This room looks really cool. I love these pulsing lines on the floor. They look neat.
Why don't we rest a little here?
I'll just
All
add this.
So, I know I've got a few more minutes before I'd have to end the stream, but it'd probably be another half hour or longer before we ran into a safe room, so I think we're going to stop here for the night.